And with impeccable Hollywood timing, James Lew pops in just as the credits are rolling. How you doing, my friend?
Great. Can I do landscape with this?
Yeah,
the camera? Oh,
absolutely.
am I falling on my head? Nope. It didn't turn.
Is that your? Is it a camera? Is it your phone or
my phone? Yeah, I didn't know how to get on the laptop.
Oh,
I didn't want
to. Oh yeah, I don't know. Is it an iPhone?
Yeah.
So you should be okay if you turn it, right? But
usually
maybe it's locked.
Maybe I'll take it off. Let me. How do you do it on your laptop?
Do you have a camera? Do you have a Mac or a PC?
Mac.
Oh, so you got a camera. You got a camera built into your laptop.
Oh yeah.
It's easy. Yeah, all you gotta do is just pop it open on your laptop.
Okay, how do I get to this?
All you're gonna do is open up. Do you have what's your web browser? Do you use Google Chrome?
Yep.
Yeah. Pop open Google Chrome and just go to your Facebook page. And I sent you the link on Facebook. So just click on the link I sent you on Messenger.
Messenger.
You may have to shut off your phone feed first.
What happened to you? Click. Okay, I'll turn off the phone. The thing now. Click.
Cool. As usual, it's never an Axanar project unless there's technical issues. So, all right, and let's see. Let's check out the feeds while we're at it. Let's make sure the sound is off.
Yes, the thing now. Click.
There we go. That looks like the feed is good there. It's good all over. All right, I got some special stuff after we're done. After Axanar Confidential is done, and let me just make sure he has the. Oh, itty bitty! You got let out of jail. Itty bitty pooped on the sofa. Not a happy. Crystal was not a happy camper there. So, yeah. What's up? We'll just blame Trey. We'll see. We'll wait for James to pop back in here. He was on his phone, so he's going to be getting on his computer. All right, let's just check it while we're waiting for James to pop back in. Let's just check it. There he is. That was fast.
Oh, no. Much better. I can just sit back.
I know. There you go. Right. You don't have to worry about it. How you doing? So where do you order pizza from?
I just like a half a block away from Blaze Pizza.
Oh yeah, Blaze Pizza. Yeah, sure.
It's actually really good.
Yeah. Blaze is pretty good. Have you been to Mod Pizza?
No.
Yeah,
there was just convenient.
Now, where are you? You're in Studio City?
North Hollywood, actually.
North Hollywood. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm trying to think. We used to go there. There was a Mod Pizza up in Valencia where we lived.
I missed because I used to be in Stevenson Ranch.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's so nice.
Really like it. My wife thought it was more like Stepford Wives.
I like it up there. It's just so out of LA. It's like out of the madness.
Yeah.
You just feel like, I loved Valencia. Really did.
And you get much more property for the bang for the buck.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you get nothing in LA.
You get a
postage stamp. So it's good. So what you been working on lately?
I've been trying to crank out my couple things. My book. Trying to finish writing my book.
Is this like your memoirs?
It's more. I'm going more for a textbook for how to create fight scenes, shoot it, edit, the whole concept of breaking down the script and.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, because I would love to get that more for a film school. So more like a textbook that people can refer to. with peppered with little life stories, how I
Right.
come to learn all that.
That's a great idea. That you should then, and then what you need to do is go to the film schools and teach like a weekend seminar.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Well, you know, it's amazing. Once you write the book, you are the guy that wrote the book on it.
Yeah. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Well, good. So it's a good time to be writing a book with the industry shut down.
Yeah. And my long time project was a YouTube channel. So and I got trademark on the name Fights Camera Action. I own that.
Great. This is a YouTube. You started a YouTube channel?
Yes.
Oh, okay. We're gonna have to. And is that the name of it? Fights Camera Action.
Yep. Pretty simple.
All right. Let's go look. Let's go. Let me go. All right. Fights Camera Action 2020. No.
No, it should be. I think if you do channel.
Channel.
Still learning how to do all that.
There it is. Okay.
So I want to feature all this action stuff, then eventually how to.
This is your channel?
Yeah, there I am.
All right. So everyone go subscribe to James' channel. He's only got 57 subscribers.
It's still new.
So let's get him up to 100 tonight, huh?
That would be kick butt.
We've only got 37. Okay, that's our job tonight. Everyone needs to go, and we need to get him up to 100 subscribers tonight. So here I'm going to put it in. I will put the link here in the comments section. All of you guys go.
All about action.
Go there and subscribe to his channel. Let's see what you got. Cool. Oh, what are the Cali Diaries?
Kali. That's a girl that did 10 episodes of her. Basically, it's a fight scene per episode.
Oh wow! Okay.
All different styles. So it's just for fun. But I want to use that to promote the action industry and have instructional things there. Eventually interviews.
We already got 67, so we already added 10 subscribers.
Damn right.
Come on, everyone, keep subscribing. If we hit 100 subscribers tonight, I'll give out another set of stickers to some random person. So there you go.
I'll send them a Luke Cage T-shirt.
Oh, all right, there you go, Luke Cage T-shirt. If we get to 100 subscribers tonight, so
number 100.
There you go. So that'd be great. Well, cool. Okay, so cool. So you setting this up, we'll talk offline about your channel.
Okay.
What else? And you're writing your book.
Yes.
And so we had you on before, but I want to say, I don't remember if it was Axanar Confidential or if it was one of our weeknight streams. So why don't you tell everyone how did you get your start in Hollywood?
Well, I was, of course, as a kid, martial arts, just studying martial arts, kung fu, and
where were you? Did you grow up here?
Oh yeah, I'm a LA boy. So my buddy, he worked on the original pilot for Kung Fu, the David Carradine.
Sure.
And
by the way, James, do me a favor. Tilt the camera a little bit to your. We want to get the window out of it because yeah, there you go.
You know what? Let me.
There you go. Much better. There you go.
Then I'm dark.
Now you.
I'll hit the lights.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, there you go. Now we got to
set up.
So anyway, all right. So you're growing up in LA.
You like this.
You have a friend who you had a friend who is.
Oh, he worked on the pilot, and
Okay.
they decided to greenlight for a series. So they were looking for scenes for all the flashbacks of kids in the Shaolin Temple.
Right.
practicing.
Dude, I grew up on that show. I love that show.
Oh, and so yeah, me and my best friend went down. We had no idea what it was, and it was a huge cattle call. Like,
And where was it?
At Warner Brothers.
Okay.
And so we said, we're here. We'll just stand in line and wait. And but we got picked. So there's like a core group that did all the flashbacks of the Kung Fu Temple, all the training stuff.
Right.
So we spent a whole summer working on it, did all that. Back then, I had full hair, but they put a skull cap on to make us look like little monks.
Right.
And it was summer. It was so hot with this skull cap on.
Oh yeah, because you lose all. Typically, you lose most of your heat through your head.
Yeah.
So
And when they take off the mask, they start from the back, and it's like a big cup of water. Yeah. So yeah, that was my got me hooked.
Wow. So okay, so you were on. So you were on Kung Fu. How many episodes of Kung Fu did you do?
It was the whole season. It was all the flashback stuff.
Wow.
So we just shot all that.
Now, did they do that like on a weekly basis, or did they do that at a? So it was like every week they called you back.
Yeah, we worked almost the whole summer.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I bet it was. All right, so now you
see that kind of money. Like, what? This is great.
So you had to be in the union, I guess. Yes.
From that, yeah.
Great.
Pretty cool.
Good. And okay, so what did you do after Kung Fu?
I got a little sidetracked with just business stuff and work, and we had the Kung Fu school. Then my buddy, same buddy, started a Kung Fu magazine. So I kind of got into that. I was in charge of the mail order merchandising stuff, which I loved. It was, back in the day, and my idol was Sharper Image. The whole concept of mail order business. So we did a lot of all the martial arts supplies. We did that. And then I decided to say, you know what? I want to do my own thing. So I started Dragon Master. So it was Dragon Master is the name of my company that I've kept. And that was solely for, back then, martial arts supplies. So I did a whole mail order business on my own. And now, God, that's actually part of this YouTube channel, and part of this whole strategy is to recreate the whole thing of a online store.
Gotcha. Yep. Okay. Cool. We'll have to talk about that because that's what we've been doing with the Aries Studios. An online store, and it's doing very well. So it's supporting the studio right now. So
cool.
So okay, so Kung Fu was 74. I'm looking at your IMDb page here, and and what do you think? Like, what was the next big thing for you? You have small parts and things.
I did a bunch of stuff as a stunt person. Then I went to do this little chopsaki movie in Taiwan that I got to star in.
Oh.
Didn't speak a word of Chinese. This is
really
when they had to dub me speaking Chinese. I would, the dialogue was something, and I just say, "Hey, yeah, what's happening?" Then they put in like,
oh, that's great.
No idea what I was doing. But wow, what a lesson! And I learned the whole, I guess, process, how they put together fight scenes there. It's a whole different rhythm. And basically they have the fight coordinator comes on set. I show up. They show me right there to work it out. Okay, we're shooting. So you had to learn just like that.
Wow.
But that was a blessing in disguise, because then coming back to working in U.S. stuff, it's so easy for me to pick up a fight.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, just like that, boom. And but the greatest thing that came out of that back then was we saw advertised in the paper that John Carpenter was looking for a fight coordinator to do Big Trouble in Little China. So we sent him a letter, called the office there, everything, and I put together the fight reel from that Kung Fu movie, because he was looking for a mix of Kung Fu with kind of a street vibe, Americanized to it. So I would say I was the perfect guy.
Yeah.
So I got a meeting with him directly, just me and John Carpenter. I went down to
Wow.
box, and we talked, we hit it off. I showed him my tape. He loved it. He said, perfect. And he offered me the job right then and there.
Wow, that's awesome.
On a studio movie.
Wow, fantastic.
Yeah.
So that's a while. By the way, forgive me, but our little puppy's tearing apart an Aries sticker. I'm like, I just want to make sure she doesn't swallow it. Well, she just left, so I guess she's on her own. So Big Trouble in Little China is 86. So, and after that, you just start doing everything.
Yeah, I would say I was definitely one of the go-to guys to get the crap beat out of. There's Asians were the bad guys.
You did a lot on the A-Team.
Yeah. Oh, a bunch. I died so many times on A-Team, different guys, different.
Did they at least like change your hair or give you a mustache or something?
Yeah, all kind of things. So, and you learn as a stunt person when you're in a crowd scene, you're in a fight, you kind of go bang, bang here. So your face is not, you don't want to get that close up.
Right.
Then you're burned forever. So
that's great. Oh my gosh. And let's see. Gosh, I was going to say Noble House. That was a great miniseries. I loved it. But boy, you had a tiny part in that.
Yeah. Actually, they were shooting in North Carolina back then.
Really?
Yeah. It was great. I got to travel out there. Can't beat that when you're single. You get to travel and work. Is just make money and have fun.
That's awesome. And then a lot of other bit parts. And then one of my favorite martial arts movies of all time, Best of the Best, which just an amazing cast.
Yes.
You worked with James Earl Jones, Eric Roberts, Philip Ree, Sally Kirkland,
Oscar winner.
Did she win an Oscar?
Yeah.
What did she win an Oscar? Wait, let me see.
Look it up.
Yeah. Best Actress Oscar nominee.
That's pretty damn good.
That's pretty damn good. Wow. Yeah. Very, very cool.
But James Earl's, all the Korean team would just bug him. Come on, say it. And he said, no. Finally, almost towards the end, he finally did, use the force, Luke. We all went,
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, because Best of the Best was 89. So they had finished the 3 Star Wars movies by then.
Yes.
So how was it working with Eric Roberts?
He was kind of going through some personal things back then.
He's funny because he's one of those actors that every once in a while he has like a kind of a breakout role in some real mainstream Hollywood production that and then you don't hear from him for like 5 years.
Yeah,
and he does, but he works all the time.
Right.
He's like, I hear from someone else told me too. He was like, oh yeah, Eric, like he'll do anything.
Yeah.
He just works.
Yeah. He's He's such a good actor. I mean, some of his early work. What's the one, the train, Runaway Train?
He was freaking brilliant in that.
The Pope of what?
Pope of Greenwich Village.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's done some truly impressive stuff. But yeah, I agree. Runaway Train was just. I remember it was so funny because I remember when that movie came out and someone said something about it. And I'm like, because just you thought Runaway Train, it just sounded like another, whatever, another disaster movie or something.
Right.
I was like, really? And then I watched it and I was like, oh my God, everyone was amazing in that movie.
Oh, great performance.
I mean, John Voight he was brilliant in that movie. And then Rebecca De Mornay was in that movie. That was probably her highlight of her career. I mean, it was really an unexpected hit. And I really was surprised at that.
Look at John Voight's career. It's still going. He's still so good.
It's amazing how much stuff he's in. You know, I was just watching the other day. I happened to be watching the first Transformers movie. He's in that. I'm like, and he's in Ray Donovan. He is. I don't know if you watch. He's so good in Ray Donovan.
Yeah. Well, I got hired to go train him for some martial arts stuff. He was doing this really low budget movie. I think it was called like Karate Dog or something. So yeah, it was so far out there. But I got to go over to his house, just me and him, training stuff, and he was kind of different. He would I show him something, he would just look at you, not a word, for like 30 seconds, like, did he hear me, or is he thinking, or?
Of course, he's Angelina Jolie's father.
Yes.
Although they have an estranged relationship, but
not very good. No.
I don't. Have you ever run across Ted Brunetti?
No.
He's an acting coach. He's like an old. He's was one of my acting coaches in L.A. He worked. He came from New York and worked with Uta Hagen on Broadway. So
Uta Hagen's
right. That's pedigree, and so Ted was coach. He was one of the teachers at Howard Fine's acting studio in LA. And Howard was my second acting coach. But I took acting with him, and then I took the intro course with Howard, and then when we got placed, I got placed in Ted Brunetti's class. And he's done some amazing work. He told me, we had him on last week, and I'm trying to get him involved in Axanar because he's so brilliant. But because he had told us a story about how he worked with James Gandolfini. He was James Gandolfini's acting coach for a while. And then we were talking, and he said to me that he said he got hired to work with George C. Scott and Jack Lemmon when they were doing Inherit the Wind on Broadway. I guess it was Broadway. Maybe it was the national touring of that show. And I was like, seriously? He goes, yeah. He said, I had a coach, George C. Scott and Jack Lemmon. He said, I'm like, that's kind of intimidating because I mean, Ted's amazing, but that's two Hollywood legends you're working with on the role. But Ted's a pretty amazing guy. We'll all get together when we're out in LA because you would love him. He's just he's a magnificent actor.
Okay.
And singer and all, but so he's great. But anyway, I mentioned that just because he was talking about the actors he's worked with too, and I'm always in awe when like Howard Fine works with like Bradley Cooper and Chris Pine. And I'm like, oh wow, all right, that's good. But when you work with legends in Hollywood, that's a different thing. That's rather than stars, you're working with legends.
Yes,
which is great. So and you've worked with, just working with John Carpenter is amazing. How was he?
He was great to work with, and I love telling this story because usually I was so busy with everything, so I never had time to just relax in the chair. I think the first time it was in the big alley fight scene, so I have everything, which is cool too. I learned how to storyboard on that show because I got friendly with this storyboard artist. I said, "What the heck are you doing?" He said, "What's all the drawing?" So he showed me all the stuff, how the camera angle. So I would draw my really bad stick figures, but I had the frame I wanted. So we finally had a break. So I sat in my chair and he looked at me. He said, "Hey, so what do you want to do?" He said. Then he looked at me. I said, I'm not sure." He said, "Do you want to direct?" And I said, "Yeah, I think I would love to direct." And he said 2 things: take lots of pictures and learn editing. And that's just has stuck with me to this day.
Yeah.
You know, taking photos, because you think, even though it's moving, everything should be a beautiful picture.
Yes. Right.
Like
Yeah.
Wong Kar-wai. Are you a fan of his?
Oh,
Direct.
The thing I love about Carpenter is he's just a true filmmaker.
Mhm.
His passion is making films,
Yep.
right? And he's not particularly interested in it being the Hollywood blockbuster or making $1 billion film. He goes, "This is the film I want to make, and it's going to be appeal to a small audience, and I'm totally cool with that." Right?
Well, you realize that too, because after basically he got snuffed on the push of Big Trouble, because I don't know if you know, at that time Barry Diller was coming into power as president of Fox.
Okay.
And he had Aliens under his belt. He wanted to push. So he just basically pushed Big Trouble out real quick. No PR, nothing. Small amount of theaters just to get, and got Aliens and really pushed that hard. Yeah, because that was the other guy's projects.
Oh yeah, that happened. But Big Trouble has such it's so enduring.
Oh, it's a cult classic.
It's funny. Hey. I think it's. I sometimes think cult classic kind of indicates a much smaller film.
Mm-hmm.
Like Big Trouble is like a legitimate movie.
That was a budget.
That's a big budget movie. I mean,
yeah.
It's like The Thing. It's like you're not going to call The Thing a cult classic, I don't think.
No.
I mean, some people may, but it's kind of like a horror science fiction classic.
Yeah.
And so it's interesting that Carpenter kind of has this range, right? Hey guys, chill out. Sorry, we got dogs all over this house because we have 3 foster dogs downstairs, 2 lab puppies. So and then we just got
we have 2.
Then we just got a little. Okay, you guys need to chill out. You're coming on my lap. This is our new one. That's itty bitty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Itty bitty. Troublemaker. Yeah, I know you're a troublemaker. So I don't know. I don't even know what's going on downstairs. So anyway,
Carpenter, too,
yeah, go ahead.
Carpenter, like you're saying, he's a true filmmaker. He writes, he edits, he scores the movie.
Does he?
He scored Big Trouble. That was his.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, him and his band. They're called something crazy, but yeah.
Wow.
A to Z.
Wow. Okay. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. His advice about editing is spot on. Right.
And it makes so much sense, because if you don't know what you want for your final product, it's like reverse engineering. You need to know so you know how to go towards that. Instead of, and God, so many directors shoot everything and anything, every size lens, just to have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you because editing is storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, directing is storytelling.
Yes.
And editing is storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
I learned, guys, you're gonna get banned because they listen to me. But so I love that advice. I love that he told you to learn how to edit, because Absolutely. I that was one of the first things I learned how to do. The guy who was putting together. I'm trying to think. You met Mark Edward Lew. Was Mark no, Mark wasn't at our shoot in October. So Mark was our sound designer on Prelude to Axanar, and he's an editor. And I asked him to put together our Kickstarter, our first Kickstarter video. And I said, "Hey Mark," I said, "if I pay you $500, will you edit this Kickstarter video?" And he said, "How about you pay me $500 and I teach you how to edit your Kickstarter video?" And I was like, "Okay, that works for me." Because, just like John Carpenter's advice, I was like, if I'm going to do this, I should know everything. I should know how to edit, Yeah. And so he sat me down and we spent 3 days at his apartment. And he sat me down in front of his computer and Final Cut it was Final Cut 7 at that point. But showed me how to use it, taught me. I was there, and by the end of the weekend, he was like, "Damn, I like that. You were like the fastest student I've ever had." That was like amazing. I was like, but it was one of those things. It's like accounting to me. It just makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It just made sense. It was like, okay, I get this. I understand how editing works and how you create the story. And it made so
I'm
much
answering someone. What did you think of John Carpenter's Vampires? It was.
How about Ghosts of Mars? What do you think of that?
It was okay.
Yeah.
I really wasn't pleased with all the stuff he did pretty much after that.
Yeah.
I mean, they were good. I got to work on Escape from LA.
Oh, okay.
But wow, it's a different movie from Escape from New York.
Yeah, it is. Isn't it?
Different. He had full control. Him and Kurt Russell. That's the only reason they would even say they would do it if they had folks. So, whew, that was hard to watch.
Craig says, I think Dwayne Johnson is trying to get a remake of.
Yeah, I think it'd be great.
He's Dwayne Johnson. I mean, I have nothing but respect for that guy.
He's. I think he should run for president.
I know. I think everyone would vote for him because, who's going to mess with that guy?
Oh, I got to work with him twice.
Oh yeah, do tell.
Oh yeah, they're doing. It was a Star Trek Voyager.
Star Trek Voyager.
Yeah, 7 of 9.
Yep, Sukansei.
Something.
Right. Yeah.
The episode was like it's called The Arena. So it's kind of like MMA in a spaceship. So 7 was going to have to fight to free one of her, her mates. And the opponent was going to be The Rock. Back then, it was The Rock. And I had they brought me in to do the fight coordinating and production when they first told me, sitting in there and that's when The Rock was gigantic.
Yeah, he was The Rock back then.
And I just kind of The Rock's gonna come in and do one fight scene. Oh, you guys fight? We're there. Yeah. There it is.
Here are all the pictures from that.
Yeah, there. That's cool.
There's a bunch of behind the scene. This has got a bunch of behind the scene photos. But
yeah.
Here's The Rock.
But, he was absolutely the nicest, mellow guy to work with. He came in, it's like, but he was kind of limited because what about, let's try to do this. He said, well, I feel comfortable doing this right punch. And I said, okay. So we made it work. But his charisma is just takes over the screen.
Yeah. And it's interesting because looking at those photos, I'm going, it looks like he was half the size he is now.
Yeah.
He is a beast now.
Oh. But I remember we had a break and we're sitting there just taking a breather. And I said, hey, Rock, man, I said, you're pretty damn good. I said, you ever think about doing movies? And he just said yeah, I think I want to try. Yeah. And so years later, I got to do, I was the fight coordinator on Get Smart. with the Steve Carell, Anne Hathaway, and The Rock.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen him since that time. And I said, "Man, how you been?" I said, "You're such a superstar now." And he just laughed. Remember the time I said you should be in movies?
You should say, "I'm here for my 10%."
Yeah. But yeah, when he walks through the set, all the women just go, he's
all
a
right.
man.
So tell us, by the way, where's your Emmy Award?
Oh, it's downstairs.
Oh, geez. All right. Next time you're going to have to
You want me to grab it?
Yes, go grab it. Let's show everyone your Emmy Award. Come on. This is
I love it. I'm proud of it.
Yeah, you should be. That's amazing. Go get your Emmy. Okay. So everyone knows, all right. James won the Emmy Award for stunt coordinator for Luke Cage. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. Let me see what everyone's saying is, by the way, everyone, let's see where we are right now. We're only on up to 81 subscribers. We're trying to get James's brand new YouTube page up to 100 subscribers. And if we do, we'll give out a set of stickers. Oh, and James is going to give out a t-shirt from Five Camera Extras. So you have to, so we have to get 100 subscribers to his page. So please do that. And I'll show that page to you right now. So
coming to you.
There we go. There's his YouTube page. So everyone go subscribe to that. If you haven't, if you have multiple accounts, subscribe on multiple accounts.
Yes. Thank you.
Whatever, however many accounts you have, please subscribe to his YouTube page. That's really important. Okay.
Ready?
So yes, here we go. Oh, dude, I'm telling you, that's such a beautiful award. That is so nice.
I think it's better than an Oscar.
Oh, it absolutely is.
Design.
Oh, let's see. My friend Doug Drexler, he won an Academy Award for makeup on Dick Tracy. He was one of the makeup guys on Dick Tracy. So he won an Academy Award there. And then he won an Emmy Award for his work on Star Trek or Battlestar Galactica.
Okay.
And so he has both of them. And I told him one time, I was in his house and I was like, dude, the Emmy is so much better than I would much rather have an Emmy than an Oscar.
It's unbelievable how heavy it is.
Oh, really?
Because I was already nervous trying to go up on stage. You know, I said, "Don't trip. It's not going to be good if you trip on stage." So when they handed it to me, I just put out my one hand, like, "Yeah," trying to be cool, and I went, "Whoa, that's heavy."
Oh, okay. Here we go. So let's we can let's watch the YouTube video of you winning your Emmy Award. How's that?
Oh, okay.
They've got that here. Let me just
it was pretty.
Let me close some of these windows here. All right. So James Lew, here we go. All right.
Final award.
Oh, hold on a second. I forgot to do the sound. Got to make sure I do the sound so we can all hear.
So also, just the side note too, we sat down, we're in the audience. They give us the program, so I looked through it, and the stunt category is like almost the end in the book there. I said, "Oh, cool! I probably have at least an hour to even." So I won't have to think about something to say. So I'm just going to relax. And I think it was the second one that was called. I was like,
all right, let's here we go. We're going to take a look at this.
Our final award, Outstanding Stunt Coordination for a Drama Series, Limited Series, or Movie.
The Emmy goes to.
Oh, what? That's wait a second. That's not a video. That's just audio. Hold on a sec.
"Oh, is that my
was that yours?
demo reel?"
Oh, that could be. That was probably your demo. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's
And
see.
for our final award,
Oh, there.
Okay, here we go. All right, so let's do this. Let's do this one.
And for our final award, Outstanding Stunt Coordination for a Drama Series, Limited Series, or Movie, here are the nominees.
Cordell Hessler III, The Blacklist. Christopher Blake, Blind Spot. Norman Douglas, Gotham. Jeff Wolfe, MacGyver. James Lew, Marvel's Luke Cage.
All right, this is so exciting. Are we ready? Okay, I got nothing. I used up all my sauce. I used up all my tricks. So I'm just going to say that the Emmy goes to Marvel's Luke Cage!
This is the first nomination and win for James Lew.
Boy, you were in the back of the theater, huh?
Yeah, I was in the cheap seats. Here are these steps. I said, oh, these are pretty steep steps. Don't trip. Big heavy thing.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you to my beautiful and smart wife, Jordana. I love you. Wow. As Luke Cage would say, sweet Christmas. It's such an honor, and it's important to me at this time that something like this, Luke Cage being the first Black TV series of superhero, and our cast and stunt crew is predominantly people of color. And my culture is Luke Cage. He's the awesome man. And wow, my heart's doing here. Let me do some stunts instead. Thank you, Margo, Jim, Jeff, Chael. Thank you, Netflix, Lee Holland, Allison, Ingo, Ali Goss, and thanks to our stunt team. They kicked ass and made me look good. Thank you.
There you go. James Lew wins.
This, of course, my parents.
Oh, wait.
I got my beautiful wife.
But there's more.
What's
Wait,
that?
there's more. I cut you off, and then
No, I
There's
left
no-
the stage.
this is backstage. Okay, we got to see.
Oh.
We got to see the backstage now.
Oh, no. You go through this whole press thing behind us.
Again, I thank her because she's my support system. And the wonderful people at Marvel, there's a huge team between producers, all the different directors, I think, to work with them. Our line producer, Gail, was fantastic to work with. Our effects guys that we've worked long together to make all this magic happen. So owe a lot to them. And of course, my stunt family. It became kind of like my New York stunt family. We got very close in the 7.5 months of being there. So thank you guys.
There we go. That's big time. Winning, winning an Emmy award, because now interesting. So that was, how many years ago was that? 3 years ago? 4 years ago?
2017, I think. Yes.
17?
There's not a date.
3 years. All right. So say it's 3 years ago. So did that bring you more work? Did your phone start ringing off the hook?
Yes and no. There's well, part of the things too is because actually I got offered a job. Where was it? Like back east for another 9 months, and that time my mother was not doing very well back in LA, and it was just kind of tough for me to just be gone. So that kind of said to myself, sometimes things are more important for me not to be gone and across the country. So it's not like I can get there in an hour.
Sure, of course.
So It all works, and which is crazy too. And this is good for people to know about that whole thing, that when something seemingly devastating has happened, and you think, why is this happening? Something better is in store. I did the pilot for the Rush Hour, the TV series, and it was great. They picked it up. They decided not to use me after, bringing in a really kick-butt pilot for them. But the new line producer had his guy.
Right.
Which is understandable. Everybody has their guy.
Right. Sure.
So it was pretty devastating, because it would have meant shooting in LA, being home, hiring all my friends here in LA.
Yeah.
It's action comedy, which I absolutely love that genre. And so yeah, that was a pretty hard hit for me. And I went to Moscow to do this little movie with my really close friend Mark Dacascos.
Sure.
And the last John Wick, he was Zero.
He was awesome in the last John Wick.
He's so good.
He was so good. His character was so well written.
Well, no, he brought that to it. It wasn't supposed to be. He added that whole thing.
Like he's like an assassin who's a John Wick fanboy.
Yeah, and he's like, "Hey, hi," but I'll kill you now. Yeah, because
it was great. I loved it. He was it was like the best part of that movie.
Yeah, and he's got mad skills for it's all him. He can do all that. And yeah, so the first scene they shot with Keanu and Mark was when they got introduced in the office in the cast. So the director said, just play with it, see what comes out, So Mark is the one decided, instead of sitting opposite that he would go over and sit right next to John Wick and just start talking like.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and they kept the direction. Oh, I love it. He said, so yeah.
That's great. It's great when a director will. I mean, first of all, actors love doing that, right? They love playing with the scene and seeing and trying different things. And
yeah,
and when you have that freedom, when that freedom to experiment and try it different ways. I think one of the things, Richard Hatch was really big on that when I was studying with him, because he lived right down the block from Aroma Cafe.
Oh, I love that place.
I know everyone does. Everyone in the industry loves that Aroma, right? So, and we used to go across the street to the Italian restaurant. What was the Italian restaurant across the street?
Oh, on the corner.
Yeah. It's where Robert Blake killed his wife.
Yeah.
I forgot. I love that play. So between those three places, like Richard and I would spend all our time either at Aroma or in acting class at the Little Theater next door, or across the street at the Italian restaurant. And but Richard was always about that. Richard was always about just take it somewhere. Don't have those preconceptions. Take it somewhere. Try it. What's the worst that's going to happen?
Yeah.
And that's why it's so important to have the acting, the theater, wherever you're doing that it's your own little safe space, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone can do whatever they want, and you try things and you fail, and that didn't work. Let's try it a different way. And yeah, so that's awesome, because that is such a great scene.
Yeah. Oh, and all his scenes, he has a sword stuck in them. He's just like,
oh
yeah. I forgot the line, but it was just like perfect.
Oh yeah, gosh, too bad we're not doing the full script of Axanar. We could make Mark Chang.
Oh yeah,
that'd be great.
And credit to him, people think, oh, he's an action dude. He's been studying Shakespeare for the last, I think, at least 10, 12 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he works hard.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him. Well, he's a friend of yours. You work pretty damn hard too.
I have fun. It's not
What-
hard.
Okay, so you can only either stunt coordinate or act or direct for the rest of your life. Which do you choose?
You know what? Lately, I'm kind of getting the acting bug back in.
Really?
Well, then you can go. It's like being a coordinator, being a director. There's so much responsibility and so much you have to think about all the other people.
Sure.
So sometimes after a while, it's not that much fun. You don't get to just show up and
That's
play.
right.
Actors, you can just unfortunately you think about yourself. And that's the way it goes. Like, how am I feeling in this scene? How am I? Yeah. So I think I need a little break. I think I just did a voiceover audition. So I'm doing this. I said, this is kind of fun. So yeah, I think maybe that, but I'm actually working with a buddy that we're trying to, we put the budget in. So we're looking at a project for me to direct.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. So we're trying to create kind of like the Raid meets, it's just in one location, is just nonstop kicking butt.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's entertainment.
That's fantastic.
So that's exciting to me too.
Yeah, I think it was in March we shot one day and we just shot my scenes because I had a lot of dialogue. So we just shot my scenes, which was, I don't know, it was like 6 pages of dialogue. It's not six, it was really,
right.
it was a lot, right? And so anyway, and it was great. And Paul was like, look, I don't want you producing. And I was like, don't worry. The day I'm acting. I am not a good enough actor to have to multitask, right? It's like, I'm going to show up in the morning as an actor, and if I'm going to have someone that's going to, everyone's going to have to talk to that person. Don't talk to me. I don't want to be a prima donna, but it's like, I got to focus on what I'm doing. I don't want to worry about, oh, we need more toilet paper, or where's the catering, or whatever the hell it is. I have to focus. And it was great. And it was very liberating to be able to just focus on the acting bit. And I mean, fortunately, Paul was ecstatic about what we got. But that was part of it. It was like I could just worry about acting, which is why we took me out of the October shoot, which, God, it's hard, it's amazing to think that the October shoot was 8 months ago, but when you were out here. But it was good to get me out of that because that weekend was too crazy for me.
Oh, that was a monster production you put together.
God, it was crazy. Well, we're gonna be doing a 2-day one here as soon as we can get up and running. But I'm thinking August we'll be shooting in LA for 2 days. Found a great green screen stage up there in Sun Valley. Beautiful.
Okay.
Oh, gorgeous little stage. So I think we're gonna, but we're just digesting the new guidelines and all,
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work for actors. They can't wear a mask.
No.
They can't be 6 feet apart.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
For us, it's not as big a challenge because we're only doing one actor at a time. There's no interaction, and the rest of the crew will be wearing masks and 6 feet away and everything. So it's a lot easier for us, but still, there's a lot you got to do to make sure it goes right. And so we've got a practice shoot here next month where we're doing a day in the studio and a day on location here in Atlanta. It's shooting Robert April one day. Rob, I don't know did you meet Rob Pralgo, who plays Robert April? I don't know if you met him or not.
There's a lot of people there.
Yeah. Anyway, he's doing it one day, and then the next day it's this scene in a bar between April and Garth. So we're going to do that on location. What we're going to do is we're going to film the whole thing, do a behind the scenes shoot of the whole thing.
Mhm.
And it's going to be by the book, by the, the new SAG union guidelines. And then we're going to make a documentary of, okay, this is how we did a small little independent shoot following the guidelines that we can then release. So people can go, oh, well, here's an independent film and this is how they did it. And this is what, so, and it'll be a dry run for us for LA.
Cool.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I don't know when they're officially, I think today was officially okay to start shooting, right?
Yeah. But it's, they have guidelines out, but it's, it's kind of like saying, oh, well, the state is open for business. It doesn't automatically mean everyone's going to start going to the nightclubs or the bars. You may be open. That doesn't mean everyone feels safe being there.
It's scary. I saw the footage in Las Vegas, and people are this close, no mask, gambling, drinking. People are like, God, come on.
That's why it's, it's taking off again.
Yep.
It's it's a challenge, and the entertainment industry, it's going to continue to be a challenge.
Hmm.
So, yeah. By the way, James, do you have and your wife have kids?
No.
Gotcha.
He has a son from earlier.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
He's a little superstar.
Yeah.
He's a series regular on Titans.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, Beast Boy.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Very good.
He's been staying with us because they're in limbo for these months.
Yeah. Now, do they shoot in Vancouver?
Toronto.
Toronto.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So supposedly August. That's kind of what they said.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it's so difficult because, matter of fact, I just saw someone sent me a text tonight. It was a really weird text because I didn't even know who it was from. Let's see if I can pull it up. Yeah. Someone sent me a text. And I don't even know who it's from. It's someone local.
Uh-huh.
And but they end the text, we will try to be as safe as possible, knowing that some people still have concerns about COVID-19. I feel like texting this person, but I don't know who sent me this text, so I asked. But I also want to say, some people still have concerns. How about everyone should have concerns? Because nothing has changed. It's still as deadly as it was 3 months ago. And now there's more people, getting sick. I mean, 115,000 people have died. This isn't, it just boggles my mind how lightly some people take this whole thing.
Oh yeah. People are fighting just being in the public with the mask, and
I wear a mask everywhere.
And the guy, because they opened officially today, and so how do you police it yourself? All they can do legally is to ask them to wear a mask. They cannot enforce.
I know. It's crazy. So we'll see what happens, but please stay safe and stay healthy. I'm looking forward to seeing you when we come out to LA.
Yep.
I look forward to working with you again.
It'll be great here.
Yeah, no, it's great. And once it's pushed everything off, but man, there's other things we talked about doing the dojo scene together. I still want you and Mark to come into town and do that because boy, I found a great location for that. So matter of fact, I was about to take my first kendo class with the Atlanta Kendo Association, whatever it's called. And it was the weekend they closed everything down. I was like, well, there goes that. Yeah. So
that'll be great. I think it's nice to put action with the dialogue and the scene, and yeah.
I think even though we can't shoot this whole movie, if we can shoot different pieces of it to show what it would have been, I think that would be awesome. So Jim Westbrook is asking for a Lieutenant Tanaka clip. Unfortunately, I don't have any. Sorry, but
He said, "Would he please?"
Yeah, sorry, dude, don't have any. It would be in the editor's got it, but Paul still hasn't chosen his selects, what scenes he likes, so what takes he likes. So I don't got anything for you, but hopefully in the next month or so we will, and then we'll have James back, and we'll chat.
I had so much fun when you had me go out and do some the voiceover stuff.
Oh, I know, at Dana's place, right?
Yeah, and then they said, "Hey, try some other characters," and we just went off and doing all these different ones.
I can't wait. It's gonna be great. That's gonna be a lot of fun. So, all right. Well, listen, we're gonna let you go. Thanks so much for joining us.
Stay healthy, everybody. Everybody, thank you. Thank you for subscribing.
Next time we'll get Mark Grove on as well.
Yes.
I haven't talked to Mark in a month, I think. So I need to follow up with him and see how he's doing.
Man. Good man. Yeah.
He's a great guy. I love Mark. He's so awesome. So all right. Well, take care, my friend. It was good chatting with you again. You and your lovely statue.
I gotta do that.
Yeah. we appreciate it, man. Thank you. And regards to your lovely wife. And we'll talk with you again soon.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks to everyone out there. Thanks for joining us with our little interview with James Lew, who is Commander Tanaka in the next 2 episodes of Axanar. So we will get we'll get some outtakes for James and show them to you next time around. And we'll get our good buddy Mark Stephen Grove, who was the one who introduced me to James as well. And then we got to figure out how to get Mark to Costco into Axanar. A little uncredited cameo, maybe.
Yes.
All right, James. You take care.
Okay.
Bye, everyone. Thanks again.
Good night, everybody.